Hello, welcome back to the final episode of Soft Skills That Make Work Work. This is brought to you by JEYPENT Company Limited, a management and consulting firm that is based in Nairobi, Kenya. We support organizations across Africa in strategy, organizational and human capacity development, as well as market research and related areas. Soft Skills That Make Work Work is part of an ongoing journey we have as a company to develop employability skills among young professionals, those that are just joining the workplace straight from college, or among experienced professionals who are seeking to change their careers or maybe move from one industry to another. Employability skills are non-technical abilities that enable you get a job and perform well in that job, and also grow professionally over time sustainably. Unlike technical and academic qualifications, employability skills are actually transferable. They are things you can learn and they apply across sectors, despite the industry or the role that you may be holding. So in simple terms, employability skills answer the question, can I work effectively with others? Can I adapt to change? And can I add value in the real workplace or the context within which I'm employed? In the previous episodes, we explored communication. That was our first episode. Then we had the second episode on teamwork and collaboration. And then we had an episode on adaptability and problem solving. Today, we will focus on professionalism in the workplace and a bit of workplace etiquette. These are skills that may seem simple and obvious, but we are realizing that they may not be as obvious as we want to think, and they are absolutely critical for building trust and credibility for long-term career success. Professionalism. Why professionalism, and why does professionalism matter? Professionalism is so much about how others perceive you. And this is often beyond what you say and what you speak to people. People are able to have an impression about you, or just create a notion or a perception about you. And the good thing is, part of that is informed by their own realities, the person you are interacting with, but then you also have a big role to play in terms of how you are perceived professionally. You've heard that first impressions stick. So yes, how you handle yourself in the workplace, how you handle things in the workplace. Do you do what you say you will do? Do you keep deadlines? Do you respect schedules? How do you handle colleagues? How do you handle relationships with your seniors and maybe your juniors, even clients? How do you handle company resources? Even that is part of the things that build people's perception around you. Professionalism is the lens through which employers evaluate consistency and maturity and potential in the people they are hiring in their teams. Here are 4 practical areas that you can focus on your journey of growth in the area of professionalism. The first one is accountability and reliability. It is so important to follow through on commitments. And that is whether at the workplace or really even in the general context of life, being able to make a commitment and follow through with it. If you said you'll do something, please do it. And where something happens, because again, this is life and sometimes plans don't always materialize, then it is important that you communicate early and early enough. You are not canceling a meeting 3 minutes to the meeting, or confirming a meeting 3 minutes to the meeting. It just comes off as tacky and disorganized. So being able to follow through your commitments and remaining accountable, that communicates professionalism. So if, for example, you say you'll be submitting a report on Friday, communicate early if there will be delays. This allows for people to be aware, and so that nobody is thinking, for example, you are waiting for a report that was supposed to be submitted in the morning, and it's already evening, you have not received the report, and there has been no communication, it breeds a very uncomfortable working environment. So accountability and reliability, follow through on commitments. The second thing is time management and punctuality. Really what you would consider like common knowledge, but being on time shows respect, and it shows organizational awareness. It makes people feel like you respect their time, and people remember that. You see, if you, for example, show up in a meeting 5 minutes early, you set up wherever you'll be seated, your notebooks and everything, so that by the time maybe if a meeting was at 11 o'clock, by the time the meeting is kicking off, you are already well set. That communicates organization. It makes you look organized, professional, respectful, and all that. Being late is a habit you develop. Actually, punctuality is a habit, and being late is a habit. You realize sometimes that if you start getting late, you continue getting late, and you are late to everything, and sometimes it's usually with very small margins. So after some time, you tell yourself it was only 10 minutes after all, but it's really a habit, and it's a terrible one, because ultimately it makes people feel like they can't trust you. If you say you're going to be somewhere at 10, and then you arrive at 10:30, and the second time you arrive at 10:15, people feel your words don't mean much, and that is a dangerous place to be, particularly if you are leading teams of people. When people cannot trust or bank on the words of a leader, then that is usually a huge gap, and it's a big problem, by the way. So manage your time well, manage your time responsibly and effectively. Prioritize your tasks well. It connotes professionalism. The third one is respectful and inclusive behavior. Please treat people well. Treat your colleagues right, your clients, even the people who you're probably senior to, maybe in the workplace. It's important that you treat them with respect and inclusivity. And this is regardless of hierarchy. It is a terrible thing when people respect their seniors only, and then when they're dealing with people who are maybe junior to them, they treat them with a certain disregard. That communicates a character that people cannot trust. It is not professional. It actually sometimes comes off as a bit manipulative. So treat people well regardless of their hierarchy. In a team meeting, actively listen to others and acknowledge their contributions before even presenting your own ideas. It communicates professionalism, and you are able to build better relationships in your workplace. The fourth one is digital etiquette. We are living in a very digital era, and being able to cultivate and demonstrate digital etiquette is a big part of employability skill development. So how you handle messages, emails, first of all, how you convey, your communication through, whether it's emails or verbal. Let it be clear, let it be concise, let it be polite, let it be professional. So if you could align that, ensuring that how you communicate, how you structure your reports, how you structure your emails, there is clarity and respect, there is professionalism there, then that is quite important. There are things to do with privacy, data protection, so that you are not exposing company data, or even data even within, for example, if you're working as HR, there's a lot of information that crosses your desk that is confidential. So being able to ensure to guard that information so that it's not in the wrong hands. Keeping data and information confidential is not usually so much about there's gonna be a problem if I tell this person or this and this will result. It just communicates respect, because if something is not somebody's, it's not in their interest or in their business, it's not affecting their work, then let it not also such information be crisscrossing across the company? How much who makes? Those are kind of details that probably won't break the organization, but also it's tacky. It's tacky when you are mismanaging information and mishandling it, and when you're leaving bare information that should really be between maybe two parties or within a certain team in the organization. So digital etiquette, knowing who to copy on emails and who not to, at what point, that is a skill you must be able to develop. So professionalism is not about perfection, like many skills really. It's really a journey of growth, just being aware and consistent. And the undertone of professionalism is actually usually respect for yourself and for the people you're working with. So for reflection, you may want to ask yourself, am I reliable in delivering on commitments? Do I manage my time effectively and respect others' time? Do I communicate respectively, both in person and even digitally? And finally, do my actions demonstrate maturity and accountability even under pressure? So these are some of the things you may want to think about and try to grow yourself along those lines. Consistent steps in professionalism usually signal readiness, and they build confidence among colleagues and even employers. To summarize, professionalism and workplace etiquette are the skills that reinforce all the others. We've discussed communication, teamwork, and adaptability. And certainly there are many other skills around employability, just that we have focused on these four. Now, they demonstrate to employers that you belong. They demonstrate that you can be trusted and you're the kind of person they can rely on as they work towards the goals of their business or their companies. It makes people feel like you're prepared and that you will contribute meaningfully to the team once brought on board. Thank you for listening to Soft Skills That Make Work Work. This series reflects JEYPENT's commitment to equipping professionals with practical human-centered skills for the workplace. This was our last episode under this series. I'm grateful that you were able to tune in and listen in. My name is Julia Irongo. I'll see you next time.